My name's Carly Saunders. I'm a second-year grad student studying college student development here at K-State. And my role here is an assistant coordinator for the departmental initiatives team. I get to kind of experience a lot of different things here at K-State, which is really exciting. I get to talk to prospective students and families, but I also get to have a bunch of residents that I get to know, get to supervise a staff, and then do different projects throughout the department. So it's a really well-rounded experience here on the I-team, and it's something that I'm very thankful for. When I first started the job, I remember we were sitting in our first I-team meeting during training, and Brooks and Kevin both said, you know, we will treat you as professionals. And I thought of that as such a blessing and like such a good opportunity that they were going to do that, because that's what I wanted. I was ready for a professional job. I was ready to be treated that way. And so to have a grad student role, but then also be treated as a professional and have all those opportunities was super exciting to me. K-State has flipped my story upside down. So I think, like I said a little bit earlier, I would not be who I am today without K-State. And that's both on a personal and professional level. I have been challenged to deal with situations and deal with people that I never thought I would know how to do or have the confidence to do. And K-State has put that confidence in me that I know I am equipped to handle situations, and I know that I will be the best advocate for students when they need someone, when they don't feel like they have a voice. I think that that's something that I will cherish forever, because that's something I think that's pretty unique, and to experience that in my very first professional kind of view, like as a grad student, is pretty second to none. And I think that you'd be hard pressed to find a university that does that better.
I am Amber Gordon, and I'm currently a graduate student here at K-State. My position is Assistant Community Coordinator, and I work in Jardine Apartments in the Denison neighborhood, which is like the pond and a large portion of our apartment complex. Before I came to K-State, I was an undergraduate student at University of Wisconsin-Oshkosh, where I was a communication major, and I was an RA for 3 years there. And through that process of United Students in Residence Halls, which was our student governing board, and working as an RA, fell in love with student affairs in general and decided that that was the direction that I wanted to take my degree and use it in for the future. So I wasn't really sure what to expect in looking at schools in Kansas, but knew I didn't want to stay in Wisconsin and wanted to try something different for the 2 years when I was doing grad school. So as far as hesitancies go, nothing major. It was about 10 hours away from where I grew up, and so not terribly far to get to my parents, but still far enough that I felt like I was getting a different experience going somewhere else. I think that I probably would consider myself much more of an ally or advocate now than I would have said in the past. I think politically my perspectives have shifted, not necessarily because I was forced to, but just through the experiences I've gained in working with a very conservative student population while also being part of a department that advocates for student support for all of our students, no matter what their identities are. But I think the biggest thing for me was I was kind of testing the waters, or just starting to learn how to swim, I guess I'd say, in terms of working with diversity, and especially in beginning those conversations and helping teach others to begin those conversations. And so that was the thing that I feel like I kind of jumped into the deep end when I first got here in a department that was a really big thing for. And now I feel like I know a lot more about it, and I'm a lot more comfortable and feel very prepared in going to new places or having those difficult conversations with people. And I'm very thankful that that's something that is emphasized and taught well here at K-State.
My name is Emma Pasella. I am an Assistant Community Coordinator for the Strong Community in Boyd Hall. And I'm also a first-year grad in the College Student Development Program. Before K-State, I was an undergrad at Valparaiso University, where I was also serving as an assistant coordinator. Although I was hesitant about the size and being so far away from home, I really felt like I could make a connection here with the people that I interviewed with and with the department as a whole. It was evident when I walked into my interview that there was care for each other, and also the students were the utmost importance here. I get to teach them how to use their voice in a way that is productive and helps our community move forward in an inclusive manner. I mentioned working with them, but I am also a first-generation student, and so being able to work within the Strong community, where we house one of our CAT communities that is based on first-generation students, has been an important part of my journey. I had a student come to one of our one-on-ones and say, You know, I'm really struggling with what to do next when it comes to equity and inclusion. I feel like I understand it. I feel like I'm understanding that people have different views than I do, but I want to help and I don't know how to do that. So we sat down and created some learning outcomes for her and what goals she really wanted to get from this experience of learning to advocate for herself and for others. That moment for me was very enlightening. I felt so proud of her. I'm proud to be her supervisor as well as her friend here. In my position here within the department, I feel really empowered to use my voice and feel safe in doing so because of the environment that my peers have created for me. So as a first-year grad, I'm still kind of figuring out my way here at K-State, but I've really learned to lean on my fellow grads as well as the full-time here. So I'm treated as a professional and I'm really figuring out what that means to me and how to use that power to help my students. I would say to be brave and take the leap. That's something that I definitely learned. And I've learned that I found people here that can support me in that journey and helping me find my voice.